out to everybody. I have fun. So, I want to discuss YouTube couple. It's a black YouTube couple, queer gay couple, and I don't remember their names right now, but I'll just post a picture and of them. I'll put a picture up over in the corner, and I'll also put it in the review for I'll put it in the title of the video. I'm not wasn't asked for, whatever, opinion's opinion. But sometimes it's situations like that where I'm damn, I'm glad I'm single and I ain't got to deal with no BS. But at the same time, certain things could have been avoided too. There's these two guys. One guy is from Paris originally, and the other guy is from somewhere in the States, right? I'm gonna just give you the long story short with their intro. Together, after a few months of dating or talking or whatever, move to Houston and get married via online. Apparently, the one from the States and moved down to Houston because they were getting him. He was starting to get the apartment for him and his now fiance. I don't know who proposed to who, I really don't care. But anyway, taking a few months, Paris was starting to feel some type of way because he wasn't close to seeing his fiance in the States, right? So they were constantly communicating, but the one in Paris ended up cheating on the one in the States with a guy that the one in the States did not know, but apparently the one in Paris had knew of this guy for a long time. He claimed it was an associate from other mutual friends for years ago, but they never got close until more recent. Basically, they started messing around. It's just so crazy because one day at the gym, now I'm talking about it it's my story, but anyway, the fiance in Paris was with the guy he was cheating with at the gym, and he had picked up the phone, or I guess either he picked up the phone or he called the one in the US, because the one in the US, the fiance in the US was blowing oh boy up, because he wasn't communicating like he used to anymore. He's what's going on? And so when he was on FaceTime, the guy, the side dude was hey, hello, excuse me? You got some nerve. I know you playing. Now you playing in my face. And you would only do that kind of shit if you all the way on the other side of the world. Because let you be more local. Oh, bitch, we about to pull up. Because I know you playing. But at this time, I think that the fiance in the US did not have concrete evidence yet, or know for sure that his fiance in Paris and the guy were actually officially messing around. So he kept asking his fiance and the fiance in Paris, and the fiance in Paris was no, we're not messing around, it's just my friend. And the guy was the one in the US was well, how come I haven't heard about this guy before? He's we've been friends, we've been cool, but we just got back in touch and really got close and bonded or whatever. Every single time the fiance in the US would check his fiance in Paris location, it was always conveniently at the address he did not know, which was the side dude's house, right? And there was nothing really else that close in proximity of that besides a hair salon and maybe a store. But the guy in Paris, the fiance's the Paris fiance, his family was lived nowhere near that area. So it's why are you always over here convenient? Finally, the fiance in Paris comes to the US in Houston. They did agree. I think that at this point they already did get married online. I think I'm not 100% sure. Because that was another thing, they kept mentioning somebody's husband. And I'm just well, did y'all officially get married online yet or not? But I think the real tea was later on, as I figured out, was the fact that the guy, the side dude that, you know, the fiance in Paris was messing with, he was married to a woman. Because, come to find out, he was DL. And according to the guy from the States, like, the fiance in the States was like, there was nothing DL about this man. Like, how is he DL? And the thing is, to be honest, know a lot about, like, European... Ooh, girl, I don't know who calling me, but you're gonna get called back. Sorry. One, like, who knows a lot about, like, you know, European, like, fashion and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to, like... how like guy fashion is. The thing is, you can't just tell, and I mean, this is to touch on the norm, like the norm in the US too. Like, it's this thing that like guys can't wear crop tops or like get their nails done and all of that, like just because they can't be like, you know, neat or have some kind of like more like just more feminine style. And, you know, it doesn't mean you're queer at all. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're gay. It doesn't mean anything. You just have a different kind of style, you know? You can't assume just because someone dresses a certain type of way that they're into guys. So basically what I'm getting at is this is what the fiance in the States was saying that made it so obvious for the guy to be DL, that the side dude in Paris. But as the fiance in Paris was saying, he was like, it wasn't obvious. Like, his family didn't know, nobody knew, and like he has a different style, but like that's just like guys in Europe dress like that all the time. Like, there's like, it doesn't make them gay, you know? And like, so that I definitely agree. It doesn't make you gay regardless like of how you dress. Like, it's whatever. But anyway, fiance from Paris came to Houston to see, you know, the fiance in the States. They went to a photo shoot because the fiance from Paris is a model. Or I guess they're both models, but like he was at a booking basically. And so the fiance in the States decided to go with him. So he had the fiance's in Paris phone in his hand. And while he had his phone in his hand, he was getting blown up from Snapchat. And never before apparently had the fiance from the States ever like gone in his fiance's phone. But he was like, who is this? Like, this is weird. Why is you getting blown up? So he opened it and all hell broke loose. He saw everything. He saw literally like his fiance from Paris and the side guy all booed up kissing. He shown his fiance like that, like he saw, like he showed him like, yeah. And then when the fiance from Paris tried to tell him like, no, it's not like that, he was like showing him the video, like he was like, bruh, like no. So they got into it. He left. Fast forwarding, in which this part I do not condone, but at the same time, like once you see something, you can't like, you react how you react. I'm not saying it's right by any means, because I can't like, I can't do something like that could potentially like put me in jail or like, you know what I mean? But also like, I don't know. I'm not that kind of person, but I can understand as to why someone would do this. So the fiance from the States proceeded to have to record his fiance in Paris's phone that he saw on the snap on his phone. He uploaded that to X along with his Instagram story for, allegedly it was like for like 30 minutes, between 10 and 30 minutes. But I guess according to the fiance from Paris, it was up for a few hours. I don't know. I didn't see it because I wasn't even aware of what was going on. First of all, I never even followed these two. Second of all, I seen them like one time before I seen their video about what was going on. Like when that they posted, it was randomly on my feed. But like besides that, like I don't follow them, so I didn't see and know everything until like everything was already gone. They have a video together to explain like what happened, and like, you know, there was together, cozy or whatever. And in my mind, I was just like, you know, this couldn't be me. And I say that with a sense of like, once I'm cheated on, I'm out. Like, I know I was cheated on. Oh, goodbye. Deuces. Like, cause ain't no way in hell I'm staying around. But everyone like is different. Decided to stay together. And, you know, but the fiance from the States was just stating like, you know, it's getting some time to like trust him because like he really like messed me up, like, you know, with this and lied to me. And the fiance from Paris was just like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to make it up to him as much as I can because I saw like the hurt in his eyes and what I did to him and everything. And it's like, it took you that to see that, like, to know you got to make it up. Like, you know, and nobody's perfect. Like, cheating happens, but it's just like, it shouldn't have took you to see how bad you really hurt him for you to be like, dang, I really did mess up and I love this person, da 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 da. Like, oh no, it's just like, I mean, it's a learning lesson for both of them. Like, for one hand, like, you know, the one from Paris, he knows like he can't do long distance, at least not for such a long time without seeing our partner, being physical and all of that. And for the other one, the one from the States, you know, not to essentially they do revenge adult videography, because that's very, you know, illegal to do. Long story short, fast forwarding, after they did one video and set it together, after that the fiance from the States posted another video or edit, like a live edit at the end of the second video. At the end of the second video, stating that they did end up like ending their relationship. They're just gonna remain friends. They're just gonna remain friends. And I'm like, ooh, even after that, I don't know how I would do. But, you know, everyone's different. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, wait. But back to the side dude, the DL side dude. So, like, what I also didn't care for was the fiance from the States, like, exposing the guy. Like, well, actually, you know, I'm not so mad about that, like, because you want to say, like, who cheated with my partner. So I don't knock that part, but what I do knock is getting the person's family involved that had nothing to do with it. That was a bit too much because they genuinely did not know that the guy was into men. And so then it brought on so many things within that family. And so, in which, you know, the fiance from the States did apologize for that. I mean, nothing they could take back, but, you know, at least apologize on that end. But at the same time, did state, like, you know, I was hurting, so, you know, this is just like how I knew best to respond. So that I can't even knock, like, I can't be mad at, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't right at all, you know, but at the same time, like, you can understand, because how else can you, like, you know, respond, you know? It's just unfortunate, you know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this crazy ordeal. I'm actually gonna put their links in in the description box so you can see like the whole detail to this. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on that situation, let alone if you even care. But all I knew was that when I saw it, I was like, ooh, chile. No ma'am. Until next time, guys. See ya.